Yooosin, and welcome back today, you guys. And so with all the videos I posted with all the tutorials on the airplane mode, I've got a lot of questions on how does this help you and what do you use, how do you use this to your advantage. Now this here in the background, this is gameplay of me sitting in my room by myself using this is how I use it for every event. This is how I complete the events, and I end up on the other side with more dice than what I started with. This is how I always play the game. I only play it with the multipliers just so I can make sure I can abuse this glitch the whole time. And this is how I do it. I wanted to give you guys full access, full behind the scenes footage of every single time I log out and log back in, every single time it messes up for me, every single time I get lucky. As you can see here, I'm already doing a reset. And it's going to be quite tedious, and I'm going to go ahead and speed up through a lot of those log out and log back ins because I know that you guys don't want to watch that, so I'm going to put it on ×3 speed or something to go ahead and pass that. But besides that, this is full behind the scenes footage of how I use the glitch to my advantage personally. Now, I normally don't even try to stack my dice very, very high. I don't have a goal of hitting 100,000 dice or anything crazy like that. I just play this game, get on, try to complete all the events, and have the same amount of dice or more than what I had when I got off. That is my only goal when I get on Monopoly, is to just get as many free cards as I can so I can dish them out to all my friends and all my people. Also, we have a Facebook trading group that we started where I do giveaways, where I give away these cards every day, you guys. I'm going to put the link for that in the Facebook group down in the comments. If anybody can join, feel free. We do all sorts of the giveaways. Like I said, I do all 5 of my giveaways every day to get rid of all these cards that you guys see popping up on the screen. Now, as you guys can see here, every time I'm landing on a tile that I do want, I'm just popping off the airplane mode and keeping it, and every time I land on a bad one, I do that, go delete my data, and pop up Monopoly Go again. And another trend you guys might notice is a lot of people just roll the 1,000 dice, and then if they don't get it, they immediately back out and reset. I'm willing to risk 2,000 dice, 3,000 dice sometimes to hit a good tile, because I know that I'm going to get the dice back in rewards. Because you could literally go on the Monopoly Go wiki, and it'll tell you how much dice you're going to get in the rewards for the tournaments, the events at the top of the screen, and for the third events like the pickaxe event or the Peggy event. It can tell you generally what all the rewards are going to be, and you could literally plan it out. So you know if you're going to get 10,000 dice as a reward for both of the events, then you know that you can risk 10,000, 11,000 dice to finish, and you will be able to finish the goal with basically the same amount of dice, and you'll have 100 more cards than when you started. As you can see there, every once in a great while when I go to reset it, it just wouldn't pull up my account, so I just reset it again, and it'll pull up my account the second time. And as you can see here, you might be wondering, I'm sure you've seen it on the screen as time went by, but I'm getting I started off with just 5 or 10 minutes of the multiplier, I think just 5 minutes from a login bonus, and I complete the tournament, it blasts me off, I get all the rewards, and then I get another 10-minute multiplier as a reward. And then it takes me 7 minutes to hit another good tile, but then when I hit the tile, it gives me another 5 or 10 minutes as a reward. So generally, if you can hit it the first time, you just keep getting multiplier rewards, and it just keeps going, and you could just play for 10, 15, 20 minutes, complete everything, and just be chilling for 2 days. That's the posts that you see online when people say, oh, I completed it already, I got nothing to do for 2 days. This is what they're talking about. Now, I know this is nothing like crazy fancy footage, all this little in-between stuff, but as you guys can see, I'm sitting here not losing much dice, smacking huge pieces, and you can see my dice is going down. I'm willing to risk it and let it go down below 10,000 and stuff because I know that when I hit those, I'm going to be getting more. I know I could, what you can see too, when I'm on the ×1, I was just doing that just so I can clear off the color wheel, just so I can get it off of my screen, because I was sick and tired of hitting the color wheel on ×1000. I was sick and tired of it, so I was like, let me just get rid of the houses. Because the glitch just works so much easier and cleaner and faster when there's no color wheels. You don't have to wait for them. You don't have to wait for none of that nonsense. So as you can see here, I'm willing to risk 1 or 2 rolls, but if it doesn't land on that third roll, I'm resetting. And another thing I'm sure you guys notice, man, with all these, all the boosts you get, you normally get a color wheel boost, a cash boost. You get all sorts of boosts, man. I've had so many boosts before that they were stacked up on the right side of the screen so far that it was covering up my buttons on the bottom of the screen. Like, it's ridiculous what you could do in the matter of 10 minutes with the multiplier. And as you guys can see here, I have done quite a few, having to back out, delete the data, and come back in. But as you can see, look, I mean, I haven't lost any dice. I've been being absolutely profitable the entire time. And even at the end of this, I know that I'm going to get like 400 pickaxes, and I'm going to be able to complete that event on top of all of this. And I know that all of it's going to come, you know, in tandem together. And I'm sure anybody that's familiar with this, I'm sure you guys already know about, you know, your odds of hitting a good one and how often you probably have to log out and log back in. But to be honest with you, with the way I'm playing here, I do my best to not do it too often and just out like I said, willing to accept a few bad rolls, just not too many of them. Because I don't want to waste all my cash, you know, the multiplier boost. If I only have 7 minutes, I don't want to waste the whole 7 minutes resetting my game and turning it back on. So I'm willing to risk that first 1,000 or 2,000 just to get past the point, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure I get something out of it, which will then eventually give you more multiplier, which will then eventually continue the chain. And that's all you care about. Just making sure you can continue the chain until you can complete both events, or you unfortunately run out of multiplier and just wait for the next one to pop up. Which also, second reminder, you could always just go to Monopoly Wiki in the morning whenever it's updated, and you can always check when the multiplier events are going to come up and make sure all this stuff is perfectly timed for you. And you can like time up the multipliers with a color wheel or whatever it is that you want to do. All this stuff is possible. And as you can see there, you know, just hitting the color wheel, I seen that there was the little pieces of bacon, the little skis there, so I just flicked it off. You know, the card's barely loaded, but I still got my points, didn't care. And as you can see there, 15 more minutes of multiplier. This is absolutely bonkers looking back at this footage. I didn't even plan to like use this in a full-length video, but I figured I might as well just show you guys the behind the scenes of exactly how I do it, because this is crazy. And as you guys can see, like, I'm down below 10,000 dice right now, and I'm still not nervous at all. I know for damn sure within the next 9 or 10 rolls, with the 19 minutes of multiplier that I have, I will hit these bonuses. I will get the dice back, and it will happen exactly how I want it to happen. Especially with the fact that I had 19 minutes. That's absurd. And there we are, just hitting more bonuses. Run right after the next. I had quite the lucky streak too, on top of the fact that I didn't even really need to be that lucky, because I had so much time. I had 17 minutes left as I'm still talking and this clip is going on, and I'm just hitting them left and right. I'm about to hit the 6,000 dice at the top, and then as you can see here, still not nervous at all. You know, hit the jail and it wasn't successful, so I go ahead and I go back it up. Back her up. Insert the little forklift sounds. Beep. And as you can see there, I'm damn near running out of dice at the moment there. Now, you know what I'm saying? Just being risky, playing it down as far as I can to see if any magic things happen before I reset the game. Just trying not to waste too much time on the resetting the game, you know, trying to get as many rolls out as I can to see if it ends up being beneficial or not. I'm all the way down to 2,900 dice right now. But with how much time I have, I was not nervous at all recording this. And then I hit the tournament right after. What a string of luck there. And then I always make sure that I have players on my friends list that literally don't play the game. Those one tower, when they have one tower like that and they're at the beginning of the game, it respawns like once every hour. And I'm not hitting them that often because I'm hitting you for times 1,000. So I only hit you 2, 3, 4 times and I'm done. So there's always someone's stuff ready to go, ready to be hit. Now, as you can see here, I completed both the other tournaments and I was like, all right, well, time to go use all those axes I got. As you can see here, I got 300 of them. And I was already like 8 levels in just from the tiny little bit that I got before. Which I only played one time before. Like, I haven't played in 3 days. I was too busy talking to everybody on the Monopoly. You know, I only logged in just to see if I can get cards, and that's it. Wasn't trying to do the axe thing, wasn't trying to do any of that. So this is hilarious to look back on. And as you can see here, like, you know what I'm saying? I do good sometimes and I get a lucky pick, but I'm not perfect at this. And I wasn't backing out when I was doing this either and like deleting the data. I wasn't using the airplane glitch at all when I was doing this because I had so many damn axes I knew I was going to complete. I had an absurd amount of axes. I didn't even need to be nervous. I was like, there's no way that I don't complete with 300. Like, it's impossible. I could be the worst player and just hit every single tile in the entire map and then I win. Like, I have way more axes than what you need there, especially if you're playing optimally and actually, like, you know, playing smart and spacing out each hit and you know, doing what you should be doing. I wasn't even playing that optimally. I was just sending it because I had so many axes I didn't have to care. I always seem to do that with the coins too. Leave the corners out, make sure I have everything perfectly positioned. And then just keep getting dice, keep getting everything. The sticker boom too, oh my goodness. I was a big dummy and I didn't know that sticker boom was coming. Or I would have had the sticker boom before I completed the tournaments and stuff, and I would have got 1 billion more stickers. I didn't know that the sticker boom was coming, or I would have pre-planned that better. So I was just, but I didn't even care because I already had so many extra cards, so many axes, you know what I'm saying? I had no reason to want to be stingy or care about that sticker boom. And I'm still just going with it. Look at that. Lucky on the first one. I normally do not get the first one. I'm not, like I said, I do my best to play optimally, but I am not perfect at this one, and I am normally unlucky. Like I showed you guys in my last video, I normally would airplane mode this and make sure I don't waste any axes and make sure that I complete the event perfectly. But after I completed both of those events, I had so many axes, I was like, I don't even need to reset anything. This is going to be easy breezy, and that's the best feeling because I know that I don't have to do that log out, log back in BS, and I could just play the game and just get the shit done. It was a great feeling to see the 300 axes and know that I can complete the game without using the airplane mode glitch at all, because who cares? And another random thought, I did hear quite a few people talking about the new update that just happened this morning or last night, and they're talking about how it, you know, did Scopely fix it? Did Scopely fix it? They absolutely did not fix it. I've been abusing it all morning. They have not been fixing it. I'm using it as I'm recording this. It's very still doable. Didn't change a thing about it. Still works flawlessly. And as you can see here, 86 axes, and I'm about to be on like what, the 18th or 19th one? Well, yeah, I'm about to be on the 18th one with 90 axes. Come on. Easy peasy, dude. And these ones are just like small ones. I know it's not even going to take that many axes. Like, I'm like, they're just feeding me a win right now. You see how many axes I'm wasting? Look at this. I'm horrible at this. I'm horrible. I just wasted like 10 right there, and it doesn't even matter. That's just funny to look back on. That's hilarious. That's how much I didn't care and how much I knew I was going to complete. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. And as you can see, I've done nothing but open up purple packs and do all that other crazy stuff. Finish 2,000 more dice. As you can see, constantly just getting rewards, constantly just finishing the events, constantly just getting fed dice, constantly. Boom. And then there you go. I think I started the video with like 14,000 dice. That's 15,000 dice there. And I was playing risky and I was just playing it normally. You could have been way more conservative and saved a lot more dice and probably ended up with like 25,000 dice if you weren't risky like if you were playing it super conservative and reset every single bad roll. But as you can see there, that's just the footage on how I use the glitch and how I complete all the events constantly and keep roughly around 15,000 dice. This is this is pulling the curtain back. This is exactly how I do it, you guys. So, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. That's exactly how I use this all the time. It definitely still works. So, go and abuse it, y'all. Yooosin out.